Here is the short story of Harald Fairhair, also known as Harald I, was a legendary Viking king who united Norway and established a dynasty that ruled the country for several centuries. His story is one of ambition, betrayal, and epic battles, and it is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Vikings. Harald was born in the mid-9th century and grew up in a time when Norway was divided into many small kingdoms. He was the son of a powerful chieftain named Halfdan the Black, who had many children with different wives. As a result, Harald grew up with many half-siblings, some of whom became his greatest rivals. From a young age, Harald was known for his exceptional physical strength and leadership skills. He was a born warrior and quickly rose through the ranks of his father's army. However, Harald was not content with just being a minor chieftain. He had a vision of uniting all of Norway under his rule and becoming the first king of a unified country. To achieve his goal, Harald had to overcome many obstacles. He faced fierce opposition from other chieftains who were reluctant to give up their own power. He also had to contend with his own family members, some of whom saw him as a threat to their own ambitions. Despite these challenges, Harald remained focused on his goal. He waged a series of wars and battles against his rivals, using his military genius to outmaneuver his enemies and win key victories. He also employed diplomacy, making alliances with some chieftains and offering inducements to others to join him. One of the most famous battles Harald fought was the Battle of Hafrsfjord, which took place in the late 880s. Harald had gathered a large army made up of soldiers from many different parts of Norway. His opponents were led by several chieftains, including his own half-brother, Eric Bloodaxe. The battle was fierce and bloody, with both sides suffering heavy losses. However, Harald emerged victorious, and his enemies were forced to accept his rule. He went on to establish his capital at Trondheim and to consolidate his power over the entire country. Despite his many successes, Harald was not universally loved by his subjects. He was seen as a ruthless and cunning ruler who would stop at nothing to maintain his power. He also had a reputation for being promiscuous, with many wives and mistresses, which caused some scandal among the more conservative elements of society. Nevertheless, Harald's legacy endured long after his death. He had established a dynasty that would rule Norway for several centuries, and he had laid the foundation for the country's future prosperity and independence. In conclusion, Harald Fairhair was a remarkable figure in Viking history who achieved what many thought was impossible. He united Norway and established a dynasty that would rule the country for centuries to come. His story is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Vikings, who were known for their courage, determination, and love of adventure. Whether you're a history buff or simply looking for an entertaining story, the tale of Harald Fairhair is one that will capture your imagination and leave you in awe of this legendary Viking king.